Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing something a bit different. I usually post my music on this channel, but recently I got a lot of questions on my Instagram about harps, and I also know a few people who are considering buying their first harp. So if you know nothing about harps, they come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and they are usually very expensive. And let's face it, most people are broke and don't want to spend a ton of money on a harp. So I think a good way to get started is to get a smaller harp that's going to be less of an investment. And then if you want to keep playing, you can always upgrade. So I have two of these smaller sized harps. I have this one, which is a Roosebeck harp, a Pakistani harp. Now, Pakistani harps have a terrible reputation, but I don't think they're all that bad, and I'm going to tell you why in a bit. I also have a Harpsicle. This is kind of my upgrade. I've had this one for a few months and I absolutely love it. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reviewing these two harps and kind of comparing them. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a better idea of which one to buy if you want to buy a harp. And hopefully you'll also know a bit more about harps if you don't know anything about it. So let's get into it. So this is the Roosebeck. So first thing to notice is that it's extremely pretty. Look at that. Very nice design. I really like it. I like the color. It has a nice carving here on the soundboard. And I put some flowers on it and customized it a bit. It has 27 strings that go from the lower E to the high C. It has levers up till the F here. So if you don't know what levers do, is that basically they take the note up half a step. So I have a D here, and now I have a D sharp. You see, by just flipping this lever, it changes the note. So it only has up to the high F, so if you want to tune the higher notes you have to do so with the tuning key which comes with it, so it's not something you have to pay extra for. So the question is now, how much does it cost? This one cost me about €500, less than 500, including the tuning key and this travel bag. So 500 is already kind of a big deal for a lot of people. So although it's a cheaper harp, it still is, for some people, it still is a lot of money. You can get cheaper harps, but they're probably going to have less strings. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. Now the other question is, how about the quality? What does it sound like? When I got it, it sounded very nice. I got it on eBay, by the way. You can find these online quite easily. I was very happy with it. Now, however, a lot of strings are buzzing. Not all of them, but they're not meant to last. These harps are not meant to last. But this one is still okay. It's still in one piece. I heard that some of them break easily. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But I would say that it's also kind of my fault as well, because I took it places. You know, I flew with it to Denmark, Sweden, Portugal. I was busking with it in Portugal. I took it everywhere basically, so I would put it on a trolley because it's too heavy to carry, and I would drag it up the streets, the cobblestone streets, so it got all those shocks. That's obviously not good for the harp, so you know, I wasn't expecting it to last anyway. So yeah, that's it for the Roosebeck Pakistani harp. Now onto the Harpsicle. First things, the design is very simple. You see, there's not a lot of fancy things happening. It's very simple. I actually really like it. This one's in cherry wood. It has this very nice sound. How many strings does it have? It has 26 strings, so it's one less than the Roosebeck, but what I really like is that it has 2 extra bass notes. So that's the thing that I miss with a small harp, is that they don't have those nice big bass notes. So any bass notes that I can get on a small harp, I'm very happy with it. The other thing is that the strings are put closer together than regular sized harps, or even the Roosebeck for that matter. So it's a smaller space between the strings, so that's something to get used to if you've been playing the harp before. Now it's fully levered, so from the lower C to the higher G. How much did it cost me? So don't be shocked, this one was way more expensive. It cost me about 2,000 euros for everything, but I did get a lot of extras, so it's not only the harp. I also got this very, very cool travel bag, which is padded, so perfect protection if you're going to be traveling with your harp. It's really a must. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about this bag. I love it. So I got this. I got a strap. I can actually play standing with it thanks to the strap, so that's also very, very nice. I also got this, I don't know what it's called, like a knee stick that you basically put on your, you put it in your harp like this. Oh my god. And then it helps you stabilize it when you play. I'm not using it much, I mean I'm not using it at all at the moment. I did use it a bit in the beginning, but it works fine for me just with the strap. So yeah, I also got a complete set of new strings in case one breaks, because you never know when that happens. So yeah, I got all those accessories. And another reason why it costs so much is because I got an integrated pickup installed on it, which I'm so happy about. It makes amplifying it so much easier. So for me, this harp has really been a game changer. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be playing part of a piece on both harps so you can have an idea about the sound. So if you're wondering what I'm doing there, is I am changing the levers to put the harp in the right key for the piece I'm gonna play. So as you can hear, a big difference in the sound. Now I have to say that the Roosebeck harp, this one, is about 3 years old, and it sounded way better in the beginning, so I'm gonna put a clip of what it sounded like before it got so damaged, so you can have a better idea. So now onto the question, are these harps worth their price? So for the Roosebeck, well, it really depends. It depends. For me, I definitely do not regret getting the Roosebeck, because I was just trying things out with it. I was playing the big harp and I wanted to have a smaller harp so I could go busking with it. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep doing it long term. But I did for 2 years, so I was using this one for 2 years and I was very happy with it. And then I felt the need to upgrade to a better quality harp, and it's making my life so much easier. But I would say, if you're not going to be leaving the house, and if you don't have a ton of money to spend on a harp, you know, I think I'd rather you having a harp that's maybe not the best quality than not having a harp at all because you can't afford it. I think music should be accessible for everyone. And so I really do think that this is a decent option. Now, I think I might have been lucky with this one, because it depends on the model, it depends, every harp is different, right? So I was quite lucky with this one that it worked well for the time it did, you know. But they're not meant to last. So if you want to keep playing, you're probably gonna need to invest in a better quality harp eventually. But I think it's a very decent choice to get started, you know. But yeah, a lot of people will disagree with me, and that's fine. I just it's just my opinion. So is the Harpsicle worth the investment? Well, for me, definitely. I did save up a long time to be able to get it, but for me it's been a complete game changer. Since I play a lot outside, it's just so cool to be able to just grab it and take it. It's so light, it sounds amazing, it's easily amplified. I just love it. I definitely recommend it if you have the budget. So yeah. So, if you're still watching, thank you so much. I hope that was somewhat interesting and that you learned something about harps. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. And I hate to do the thing, but if you want to subscribe, feel free. I'm going to be posting at least every week till the end of the year. So, and it really does help me out. So, yeah, feel free. And I'll see you next time. Bye!